You know what they call F level?
Thank you so much, everyone, for your patience. Okay, so we have all the brethren on YouTube who have shown who showed up today. Okay, so only a few of us have actually really dropped our offering. Okay, if you are new on Mayegun's Diary Political, right? There's something called the offering time. The offering time is when you will leave the comment section, that chat room, you will leave that, okay? And then you just go under the video and you thumb it, as in you like the video, just that. That's your offering, just once. That's all you have to do once for the rest of the night. You don't need to go back again. So if you haven't done that, I think you should. So I think I should leave my advice on the Igbo elite and the Igbos generally, without having to become sensational. Even if I mean, with all I have said so far, I bet a lot of you actually knows where I'm going. And then I hope the anger, the rage, and every other thing that people are kind of seeing right now, at least even Peter Obi, the likes of Peter Obi and others, right? They should encourage something that will douse attention like this, save lives and all that. And even if it's going to be just starting with autonomy for the eastern part of Nigeria, which is what they signed up for when they agreed to be part of Nigeria in 1957, Nigeria independence, what do you call it, conference, and every other thing that followed. They agreed to be given, they agreed to autonomy, which allowed them to do what they want in their region. And then there was no South-South. It was fine until 1966 when the military destroyed everything. And the rest, they say, is history. Even if all of Una, politicians and their supporters, with this so much vile and all that in you, the elite in Eastern Nigeria, even if you have to start with autonomy for Eastern Nigeria, which will then give you the overall control of your resources. Imagine how they are talking down on you. They talk about oil producing. They even divided you, the Easterners, they divided you into South-South, South-East. But there is no West-West. There is no North-North. But South-South, North-North, South-South, South-East. And then you begin to attack yourself and say, it's our oil. That's one reason. Biafra, this Biafra is because of our oil. Do you know that 50 years after they told you the story or made you believe that it was your oil that the Biafrans want to depend upon? That's why they wanted Biafra. Do you know that 50 years after that, Biafra have become a producing state. They've in their own land, producing oil that Nigeria is cashing out on for the past 15, 20 years. Do you know that? Abia, they have their oil. Imo, they have their oil. Enugu, they have their coal. But till tomorrow, Niger Delta, the Igbos, we are not Igbos. We are not Igbos. Of course, you are not Igbos. Of course. But you are Easterners. Based on the map, you are Easterners. But they had to divide you. Yeah, they did successfully. Now, if you think it's because of our oil, now you know that the reason why they are actually still telling you that you should, Nigeria love you, is because of your oil. You don't even have the oil. You don't even have the access to it. You don't even have access to the resources. So if in 2023, with this xenophobic stuff you saw in Lagos, me as a Yoruba man, I am ashamed of what happened there. And I don't know if you do know that it is now so imperative on all of us to begin to explain to our children, this is not Yoruba. No, this is not Yoruba. No, this is not us. Of course, they have leverage. They've grabbed power, state capture. They will make sure that they force that narrative on our people. But if all of us can resist them, because this is not Yoruba, it's imperative that we have to. Or you from the eastern Nigeria. You don't wait till they, you know what I mean? You don't wait till they actually come for you. With what you saw in Lagos yesterday, I'm a Niger Delta. I am from Akwa Ibom. We are Niger Delta. I'm not Igbo. Yet they are slapping your people in Lagos because of politicians. If they didn't chase away Yorubas too, you get, a lot of you will probably have gotten what you wanted to see, but they chased the Yorubas too. They say they look like Igbo. You from Akwa Ibom, you from Rivers, you are telling somebody from Abia, Anambra, you are not Igbo. They are trying to come and take our oil. Now all of you get oil now, but you don't get access to it. Your oil is why Nigeria is still one Nigeria. Your oil, Niger Delta oil, Igbo oil. Do you know that? I mean, why can't you just say that Igbo oil, Niger Delta oil? Why is it that Niger Delta oil, Niger Delta oil? I'm just saying. Because it is because of your oil. They added one to Nigeria. Have you ever heard, have you ever heard anything like one UK before? One United Kingdom. Have you ever seen anywhere they say one United States? In Nigeria, have you ever heard what they say? One Kenya, one Ghana. Ghana is Ghana, Kenya is Kenya, United States is United States. Which one is one Nigeria? One Nigeria. Because of your oil. Now, Nigeria is drinking, this Nigeria policy, they are drinking the Niger Delta oil. They are drinking Igbo oil. Why can't you say there is also Igbo oil? Abi Imo State na Niger Delta. Abia is Niger Delta. She Abia is Nigeria system put that divide and rule in between you, and it worked. But now, when election came, you are all Igbos. Your properties are going to be targeted because you are all Igbos. But you are still out there saying, I'm not Igbo, I'm not this. You better talk to yourself, see. In a space of referendum, you can sort your differences. Own your own thing. Even if now autonomy you go fight for the first time of 63 years of Nigeria, you can actually make use of your own resources and decide on it. Don't let anybody scare you with, we cannot do that. Look at all this, the Kalabari. They don't like the Ijo. They want to dominate Ishekiri. Ishekiri want to dominate this. Drop all this nonsense. If we have autonomy now, who are those that will be controlling us? Are they not these same politicians? Can you at least stop talking or thinking like that? Have you even given it a shot and realize what it means to actually say the control? Like it's back to our hands. Like why is that too much? If you don't want to break up Nigeria, okay, yeah, they're breaking up Nigeria. We cannot break up Nigeria now because of our investment. Okay, fine. How about autonomy, regional autonomy? All of those states, they are calling those Eastern Nigeria states, Enugu State, Abia State. You can cancel all of them overnight and give them the proper description you want, based on the type of government you want, decided by you, no external influence. Autonomy means at least you are still part of Nigeria. And you can sort all your investment in Nigeria out. If the hatred won't stop, you can leave. And I bet all of you who are saying that they must be dealt with, calling your fellow Yorubas Omoale, because they are not going to join you to kill Igbos for Tinumbu. Because according to you, killing the Igbos, chasing them away, harassing them, taking over their properties, burning their properties, to show to them that we are superior to them is the only way to show that we are defending Yoruba land. Do you get that? So that's why I said I don't want to probably advise too much, okay? So that it won't turn into sensationalized. I'll leave the rest to some of you who have a lot to say when I get to that phone call session, right? so that, yeah, you can add yours. I have spent at least 70 minutes, okay, talking about this. That's how much I feel like you are about to face the biggest, never seen before, Igbophobia 2.0 in Nigeria. I don't know how to describe it to you or describe that for you. But if you are an Igbo man living outside Igbo land, you know better. A lot of you have done so many things to be accepted. Guys, you are not foreigners now. Let's tell ourselves this truth for once now. If you say you have one country, a country, how could you make the Igbos trying to fit in, trying to impress other Nigerians that they can be trusted? No. And so many of you, when they say Igbos are this, Igbos are that, you agree with them. It's true, Jare, my brother. Even us, even me, I'm an Igbo man. Our own too much. It is true, our own too much. How is your own too much? That you want what everybody else wants? Stable life, safe life, no discrimination or profiling, where you can dream like every other person in that country as Nigerians. Why should condition comes to an Igbo man or anybody from Eastern Nigeria when it comes to what they wish or what they want? I'm saying all of this, and I'm saying them because I want you to consciously reason this and think it. You have cousins, nephews, who are either Igbos or Yoruba. Sure, you know. You have marriages, the marriages between the Yorubas and the Igbos is considered the highest inter-tribal marriages or relationship in the entire Nigeria. And most of these marriages have produced beautiful, beautiful children. Some of them are grown-ups. Some of them are watching me. Some of you are watching me right now. These criminals don't think that they are not considering the consequences of what they are saying. And when you ask them, what in Igbo do you go? I'll read one text to you. I'm gonna. This guy, somebody said, his mother-in-law sent him a message. You know, those forward the message to. In that message from that mother-in-law, send it to his son-in-law. She is a grandmother to 2 kids. She is a Yoruba grandma. That makes her daughter Yoruba. But our daughter's husband is Igbo. And they have 2 children who are half Yoruba, half Igbo. Naturally in Africa, in fact, almost everywhere in Nigeria, wherever your papa come from, and there you come from. Oh. Do you know that? Wherever your father comes from, that is where you come from. Naturally. Until APC, Egbekegbe, decided to redefine that. This mother-in-law, in so many of those propaganda screenshotted messages, divisive, she forwarded them to her son-in-law. And the message was, we must take back our land from the Igbos. If we don't do this for the future of our children, the Igbos are going to take over Yoruba land. Yoruba eronu igi ewedu ni wo pawa o. That is, Yoruba think ewedu what do you call the ewedu stem will not crush you to death yo. Make Igbo no can take our life. She was sending that to her own son-in-law. He said, I actually felt like randomly, maybe she was just forwarding and mistakenly sent to him. And then he now messaged her and said, Mama, Grandma, did you read this message that you sent to me before you sent them to me? And she was like, yes, now I read the message. Help me forward the message, Joe. Help me forward them to all your contacts, all your friends. Thank you. Grandma, do you know you have two kids, two grandchildren, that are Igbos, and they are Yorubas? Do you think of them at all? No, that one is different. That one is different because these Igbos that are in Lagos, they are saying no man's land, no man's land. How can they be saying no man's land? That's why I said that we have to fight for our land. Grandma with two grandchildren, she's not thinking about them. You know what he said? I think I need to start replanning the future of my children. Last night, a caller said she's been married to an amazing Yoruba husband for years. They've got children. What happened in Lagos yesterday triggered something else in her, that she's so afraid for their future now, that she said she told them, you are not Yorubas. Oh. Yes, your papa is Yoruba, but you are not Yorubas. You are Americans. And you will live and die as Americans. No, not that place. I wouldn't want anybody to kill you simply because they believe that you don't have the clean blood of Yoruba. Is that what we have become? Is that Yoruba Omoluabi? That is why I'm now saying it to you. I am not patronizing you, the Igbos. I am not patronizing you, the Easterners. Don't look at me and say, wow, look at this Yoruba man. I have never seen. No, come on, stop it, please. Right. Because the danger that they have made of you, the scapegoat they have made of you, and they want to continue to, they are going to do the same thing to us, even though we share the same culture, tradition, and we share the same heritage or whatever. They are changing it. Back in the days, in Yoruba land, if you must have wealth, the entire community must know the source of your wealth. If the source of your wealth is unclear, unexplainable, the society, the communities will actually try to not have anything to do with you. That is why the Yoruba says, when you see a thief dressed in gold loins, golden chains, driving a golden Rolls Royce, wearing these gold-plated shoes, they look fanciful and beautiful. But trust me, in Yoruba land, we say he is still a thief. And everything a thief has, they are not his. Being a thief, he probably stole them. A good name is far better than gold and silver. I think that's in the Bible, isn't it? Well, we used to have that. Your name will protect your name. If your name is ruined. But it took a system systematically, little by little, little by little. When we started singing and dancing to different music, glorifying crime, glorifying criminals, explaining the exploits of criminals in Yoruba land. Orúkọ rere sàn ju wúrà àti fàdákà lọ suddenly started changing to olówó láyé mọ̀, olówó lágbà. Tọmọ kékeré bá lówó lọ́wọ́, àgbàlagbà ni. And so many other things that started putting a stop to questioning questionable wealth. It's all about you make the money first. You can explain it later. Since people didn't ask the source of your poverty, why is everybody asking the source of your wealth? These are the narratives they push and push and push until we accepted criminals as leaders. As long as they are not caught, everybody is a thief. Gbogbo wa lole. Now the person they catch, now in that they talk about. These narratives are on Yoruba, but over time, they became the repeated sayings that finally buried our morality as a people. That's how bad it became. And that is why in Yoruba land, when you see thieves, whether old or young, we are not allowed to respect them. We are not allowed to be seen with them. And if you think all of us have abandoned that morality, that moral thought or teaching, and I see some of us left with it, and everything happening right now, they irritate us. So, if they can gaslight the Easterners, turned our youth into beasts that are ready to kill people because of what politicians told them, and then they turned around to start profiling our own children too. Don't let anybody tell you that it's impossible, that they will also come for us, even though we are also Yorubas. They will tag us. They will hunt us. And when the whole house start crushing, they will be so happy to kill us too. So, please, I am not patronizing you. I am not saying this because I want you to feel like, this Mayego is saying the truth. I'm not saying the truth to make you feel good. I'm saying all of this so that, because a lot of you know this too, it is time for you to stop living in that denial. What happened in Lagos, is just a glimpse of what will be happening every day. That Tifnumbu is your president. Is still your president-elect, Abi? Wait for the time. Just like a Bokwari, no matter how much the Igbo billionaires, Igbo businessmen, Igbo politicians, the Igbo traditional rulers, no matter how much they cause it towards Bokwari, he probably laugh and laugh and laugh when they give him the report of how they are massacring civilians in Igbo land. Now, if that is Igbophobia 1.0, I am welcoming you to Igbophobia 2.0. This particular one will spare no one. Let me take a break. Gbadebo said he is not accepting Sanwo-Iku as winner. And the Lagos Agbero were on rampage in Lagos today. That they started shooting the Igbos. I told you that whether they win or whether they lose, they have gotten the reason to destroy the Igbo properties, Igbo houses, and the rest of them that they have been hiding. God knows for how many years. The people they have been blaming for their poverty, joblessness, and the lack of opportunity, they are now asking their leaders, can you now focus on us Yorubas now? That we have fought for Yoruba land. We have fought for Lagos. They are now begging their leaders to please remember them. So Gbadebo said he won and he will challenge this. You remember when I told you that they are going to rig the election, that they are going to declare Jide Sanwo-Olu with a landslide everywhere? That all of you will begin to look at the numbers and you'll be like, where did they get all these numbers? With everything where we saw for Lagos, where did they see 1 million votes? Where did that come from? I told you, even though I don't like saying I told you so, but I like saying it in this context. But Gbadebo is now explaining how they rigged him in Lagos, and he is going to fight it. He said, Arise Television owns the right to this video, and therefore the credits for this clip goes to them. Please listen.
Can you go back to that? If you notice, there is a signature here, but this has been altered. You see, the signature already originally was for 67. Now it has, Tipex has been used to cover this 6. A 0 has been added, and now you see 7. You look at the APC, originally it was 20. Or 22, most likely. 20 or something, right? And then now you see the Tipex here, a 1 has been added, and now it's 120. So the signatures are there, but these results have been tampered with and then uploaded. And there's so many instances of this. And then also you find that a lot of results are being called as results, authentic results, are being called as authentic results, but you see that they are state assembly results or presidential results. Like for instance, this is the state assembly result, but it's being submitted as the governorship result. And it is this result that is being calculated and announced by INEC. So there are so many instances of this, right? And it's not going to stand because we have our results, we're in the lead with our results, and we're going to challenge this in the court of law.
Two quick questions.
Go ahead.
One, 19 local governments have been collated and announced so far. The TOs are outstanding. You won in a ward of him. The incumbent has won in 18 local governments. I've seen their situation. That you're listening already. The next call would be for you to make the call. If you do not make the call, you will issue with a certificate of return. Are you rejecting the results?
I completely condemn the entirety of this election in every clear term. This was a sham of an election. It was a compromise. It was an illegality that has not been perpetrated in Lagos since I've been born. This was an election where entire agents of a party were chased away from their polling units. This was an election where people were standing, and if you came to vote and you were not Labour Party, they were beating you. I've had to pay the bill for over 12 people. One was in concussion, he just woke up today. One's leg is completely broken, he has to go into surgery. And I've been doing this entire morning. I cannot even transfer money again because I'm done transferring just on hospital bills. So I condemn this. I will never call Babajide Sanwo-Olu to congratulate him for this shambolic, this sham of an election, this violence that's literally setting a precedent for war in the next election, because nobody is going to come into elections believing that they will discuss ideas and issues anymore. Because what is it about? It's about who is the most violent.
Second question, you said the police was complicit. Igbophobia, or who had the commissioner in Lagos, said every situation they responded to, and the entire security scenario did not prevent voting. They did not prevent voting? Did not prevent voting, that's what he said.
That is a big lie. It is a big lie. I thank the army. I thank the DSS. I thank the Navy. I thank the neighborhood watch that came. If these people did not get involved, what you see, what all the videos you have seen will be child's play compared to what the reality would have been. In Ikorodu, people died. In Apapa, someone died. In Shomolu, someone died. So how are you saying that people will be aware that a person has been killed and they will come out and vote? In Nigeria, people were sitting down in their house because they were literally threatening them that if they come out, they will kill them. And they were following people and going to their houses. After you vote, they will follow you to your houses to go and threaten to harm your family. This Lagos deserves so much more. Look at Oyo State. Seyi Makinde won. People are jubilating. He did not have to use any violence. He did not have to use any intimidation. When you serve your people will return you to office. We should not be seeing videos of so much violence statewide. And you're saying that you're dancing and celebrating you won an election. You plan to govern these same people? Even Yoruba people were being assaulted because they apparently looked Igbo. This is what Lagos has become under the APC government. So this cannot carry on. And I call on every well-meaning Lagosian Nigerian, we must stand against this. Because, see, there's a saying that when they came for the Jews, you kept quiet. They came for the Muslims, you kept quiet. Eventually, when they come for you, everybody will be quiet. So we must stand against all of this because real lives are at stake here. Real businesses, people's live streams are at stake. And we are going to do our part. Make sure we collate all the data, go to court to fight for the people's mandate. But the people themselves must stand up against this ethnic violent tribalism that the APC government is trying to normalize in our state. Because this has started all the way from NSAS, where they made us to believe that violence did not happen till today now. And then you have a commissioner of police saying this is a free and fair election.
So are you saying that your team has its own records of these results?
Yes, we have collated all the results as much as we could, because there are places where they chased all our agents out. There are places where they burnt results in Ojo. Several places where we'll be calling for cancellation of those results and a rerun. There are places where our ballots were thrown into the gutter. We dried those ballots. We counted it. We've kept records.
So essentially, are you going to call for cancellation of
we are calling for several cancellations where violence was the order of the day, because elections did not happen there. And the international community is watching, and they also know that elections did not happen in these places. So you cannot create so much violence against Lagosians, right results, and we should celebrate that election happened. Elections did not happen in Lagos State.
So we should expect to see you at the election petition tribunal?
Certainly.
Sorry, Badebo. You are welcome to the party where injustice shall reign. You know, in the anthem, they say where peace and justice shall reign, whatever. In Nigeria, the song or the anthem is a place where injustice shall reign. And election will resolve that. The police in Nigeria said the election was the freest election, freest and the fairest. Amechi said his friend said he shouldn't say anything. So Komila said that Amechi is possibly the member of the cabal that Ifnubu said tried to stop him. But Amechi is now saying that whatever you see, just take it. You people, you Nigerians love to complain. If you don't stone us, he said, if you don't stone them, they will go back and do more and deal with you more. And that's exactly what you just signed up for. I met you, but it was also like their top boy, you know. It was their poster boy in 2015. Bukwari promised to hand over to him. He came second after Kolu in that their presidential primaries. Today, he's now turning to a philosopher. They don't pay him back with the same coin that they have been dealing themselves. But in that situation, he has an advisor. Well, you have to stone them. Maybe not directly.
For Christ's sake, even if I was in the government, I was Minister for Transport. Assess me by what I did as Minister for Transport. I couldn't have been part of the process that would have appointed Mahmoud. I opposed that appointment because of capacity. We had written to INEC. This INEC staff in Rivers State are paid every month from resident electoral commissioner down salaries every month. And we wrote, and INEC did not deny that. So what else do you want me to do? The laws are there. Those to enforce the laws are the police. And if they are not enforcing the laws, what do you want me to do? Run to the front of the train and die? In fact, I'm wondering why I actually spoke. Because I've actually given up. Because I've given up.
So the election, the free and fair election. Why the video? Why the video? No, this is my unit. I didn't give my phone. Give my phone, please. Give my phone. I don't give my phone. Give my phone. Give my phone.
Elon Musk is talking about constricting the journey from London to New York to 31 minutes. But unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my foot.
Restructuring my put. That's the election. You want to see more? I think I have another one here. Let's see. I think it's. Have you seen where a man of God? I think it's this. Let's see.
Police are accomplices in rigging the election. INEC officials has refused to upload the results. The police have come to take them away. This is polling 28 at Igbophobia. Police are in connivance with INEC. They are connivance with INEC to circumvent the results of the election. This is what they're supposed to do. They refuse. This is not democracy. Police are in connivance with INEC officials to rig election here. Look at them. They refuse to upload the results. They refuse to upload the results. INEC chairman says result must be uploaded. Police people are in connivance with INEC officials to circumvent the result of the election at polling 28 Igbophobia. They refuse to upload the result according to INEC officials. Shoot them. Shoot their face. Shoot them. All of them will shoot now.
So where do you want to start from? You see some people celebrating and saying that Soweku scored 700,000, but you know how they did all of that, right? And you have seen hundreds, if not thousands of videos like that. And some people are actually like currently celebrating they won. Yes, we've taken back our land. Oh, my show, my show. So where do you want to start from? Saving Nigeria. Where do you want to start from? The police, the people. Where do you want to start from? Police is helping the criminals to rig elections, only for police to be living in poverty themselves. And then police will be threatening to go on protest if the politicians they rig election for fail to pay them better money, which they will never pay them. When election comes again, the police will be ready to rig elections for them. They don't even fear men of God. Say, okay, this person is a man of God, though, more respect them. They have no respect for anybody. It is a crime scene. Election, my put.
Without uploading, you are going home. You are leaving us, INEC. I'm shouting, the world should hear us. It's wrong, it's not fair. We are told that it should be uploaded. You made mistake in presidential election. You won't make mistake in this one. We are seeing the mistake. You captured us. It was loaded.
They have not uploaded and
to upload the result, you cannot upload it. It's wrong, it's fair, it's unfair. Completely unfair. And you are going with party agents. Huh? You are going with party agents. It's wrong. This country, God will come down from heaven and judge evil in this country. He will come down and judge it. You can't stay. You can stay up till 5 o'clock to make sure you upload it. They are pulling you away. Go. Police, follow them and go. Record me. Let the world hear my voice. Send it anywhere you like. All of you, go. This is evil. Rubbish. This is bad. Absolutely unacceptable.
You see the evil you are perpetrating.
Unacceptable.
No, now if I come make that is
Yes, this is evil, evil in the land. It will not work. All of you, it will not work. Without uploading.
God will come down from about. You know, I told you they don't have respect for my, but God bow. These ones don't operate. They don't operate in that. So where do you want to start from? Where do you want to start the healing from? Where do you want to start fixing it? Where exactly would you start from? So that's why they said that if you change leadership, maybe you change all of that. No, I don't think so. No. Elections. So.
You don't what mistake is this? APC 79. How is this possible? How is this possible? APC 79. Labour Party 79. In this place. APC 79. You're going violent. In this particular place. APC 79. I kept asking you. I kept asking what is going on. Why were you moving up and down? Why were you moving up and down? What is your work? Why were you moving up and down? Why? Mistake.
Why do you make the mistake
What mistake is this?
Even the people who have been victims of bad government, who have been victims to the point that they are falling into the bracket of that poverty capital of the world. 140 million Nigerians living in a multi-dimensional poverty. I'm talking about abject poverty. Then they get a job from the electoral umpire. We are going to conduct an election. We need to recruit people with cheap, payments. Or should I say with cheap pay. So then they go straight to the poor people that can read and write, even if you can't. Oh yeah, come and work for INEC. Come and rig for INEC. Now, they will sit down there in their little piece by piece, from the north to the west, from the east to Niger Delta, from the central to this, you know what I mean? Piecemeal. They will help the people who make them poor. They will help them falsify figure to continue in power. So where do you want to start from? Fixing Nigeria. From which particular part should we even take the step from so that we can begin to monitor any progress at all? Where do you want to start from? The people, the politicians, the police, the market men and women, and everybody who is trying to take advantage of one another? Where do you think you want to start from? I kind of keep asking myself that.
Look at it. Open it. Video. Put video. Put a video too. Video. See what you did. You did APC to us. Number one. Can you see it? Hello. Come and see. Video her. Three of them. Look at it. An INEC official. Look at it. Videoing. Look at it. Videoing APC throughout. INEC officer. Videoing APC throughout. APC. Look at the INEC officers. Look at them. The three of them. These are the officers that are involved in those videoing APC, testing APC throughout. APC riggers. Hold it. Come on.
They caught them in Imo State with already thumb-printed ballot papers for APC. Did you see how they look like? Where do you want to start from? Can we please begin the conversation around if you still want to be part of Nigeria or not? Or if you think that is never going to happen, when we just have to live with what will happen next. To your tent, O ye Israel. Maybe that will be the end goal. But anyway, like I said, I'll take calls tonight. I'm going to throw it open. So, as you're trying to kind of manage your anger and all that today, I want you to also at the same time, like they say, if we dey cry, we suppose they see. We know, I mean, crying doesn't automatically make you blind. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to implore you to take a moment. If you are watching me on YouTube, where we are substantially present as we speak, you can take a moment and go there right now and like that video. Also, if you want to subscribe, you will need to sign in into that your YouTube account or YouTube app. Check it. You can sign in with your email, and then you'll be able to like, share, or even comment and all that, and your comment will stay even after you the program has ended. So I'm gonna go make myself another cup of tea. Okay, when I get back, I'll take calls before we go tonight. Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah. Nice one. I have a caller that has been waiting there. Let me see if hello, sir.
Good evening, Marigold.
Good evening to you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. My name is Ben. I'm calling from Lagos.
Oh, Ben. How is Lagos today?
Well, I'm a week.
Are you there?
Everywhere. I mean, yes. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So Lagos is in my area.
Yeah, okay. I think the network was acting up earlier, but now you can continue, please. We cannot hear you, please.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So my area is calm. My area is around Kosofe, Magodo area.
Right.
And let me say one thing. I'm so addicted to your program and my data. In fact, anyone I miss, I'm always go back. When you start your live program, I miss a minute, I will go back. I won't join the live. I will go back and start from the beginning and finish it up.
Right.
You see, I want to say something.
Please.
You're just not because you're here. You're just a wonderful person.
Thank you.
You have taught a lot of people. I'm an Igbo guy. I follow you, and you are calling it the temple of the truth, and that is what it is.
That's it.
You see, what have kept us the way we are in Nigeria is what we saw last Saturday. It's unfortunately, you see, the illiterate and some of the elderly ones. You see, the illiterate and the elderly people. I'm talking about the Yorubas now. I'm coming about the Igbos too. I'll come. You see, the uneducated Yorubas and the elderly ones are the people causing problems in Nigeria with the Igbos. If you come to the Igbo side too, the same people, the people that keep telling us what happened during the war, that betrayed these people, and the uneducated ones. You see, an average Igbo man wants to leave Nigeria because he knows, and they know that they are not wanted. What keeps Nigeria together is the hatred of the Igbos. I am telling you, if an Igbo man lives today, Yoruba will not want to live with ourselves. Like, Yoruba will want to go with their home.
I can confidently say yes to that because, go on.
They will want to go. What is binding, keeping Igbo, all the whole ethnic group together is the Igbos. And everybody is afraid that what Igbos leaves, what becomes the problem or the situation with Nigeria. But having said that, I will tell you that the elites in Igbo land are our problem. There are few. The people who are benefiting from the system. You see, Nnamdi Kanu today is inside the prison. They're not talking about him.
They are not.
Everything that this guy has said is the truth. They have so much problem with the way he said them
than what he said.
Yes.
Do you want me to say, I'm glad you mentioned him, right? Do you know that today, when I was making my few other researches for my points and all that for this broadcast, then I stumbled again. I stumbled on something which I have mentioned on this program before, that when Nnamdi Kanu met with these Igbo politicians and governors in Enugu that year, led by Devumai of Ebonyi, they were expecting him to make personal demands. Nnamdi Kanu was asking Igbo leaders to dredge River Niger, to upgrade Owerri Airport to international airport, to revive moribund companies, industries in Eastern Nigeria, to provide steady electricity supply for the people of Eastern Nigeria, to upgrade Enugu International Airport to real international airport, to build functional rail lines in the southeast and south of Nigeria. These are his demand. Documented. He said, operate Port Harcourt and Calabar seaport at full capacity, upgrade primary and secondary healthcare system. This were his demand.
You see?
They were shocked.
That was it. Yes.
They were shocked that he didn't make any personal demand, and they told him they will see him again. That was when they sent the Operation Python dance. But guess what? Their propaganda.
They wanted to assassinate him.
To kill him. If he's not going to accept anything, they'll kill him.
Exactly.
Now they are now blaming him. They are blaming him. Blaming him for escaping his murderers, his killers, those who want to come and his assassinators. That's Nigeria.
You see, my brother, I always follow you. You see, what is happening now is ethnic profiling. You mentioned about the Jews before. I started from the beginning. About the Jews. That is the way they're being profiled. And the world is watching. You see, this thing is happening now. You see, everybody will keep calling about international community. They don't care about you. They don't care. You know why the IPOB started using the self-defense and started carrying arms? Because that is the only way they can draw attention.
Get the attention, I know.
Nobody. That is the only way. And they want every Igbo man to be subjugated, to be begging, to be everything. But
no matter how much they are, this is my concern. See, over time, despite after the war, despite being profiled, the Igbos are still those who have shown the template of true Nigerians. They are those who can live anywhere and everywhere. In fact, we have this saying. They say anywhere you go to and an Igbo man is not there, that place is not safe for you. You should leave.
That's correct. That's correct, my brother.
The Igbos are those you find at every corner of Nigeria doing something.
That's correct.
You won't find all Nigerians everywhere in Nigeria. Sure, you get?
No way.
Well, I'll let you continue, Baba. Continue.
One more thing, let me tell you this. You see why it looks as if Igbos are dominating the commerce? Let me tell you what happened. After the war, it was an anathema. Igbos that are not wanted in the ministry, the federal ministry, in the military, anywhere. The only thing they could lay their hands on was this petty trading. And from there, they mastered it. They became so masters in the buying and selling. And at the same time, how many people the government does not employ more than people? More than I don't think Nigerian government, federal government, has up to 10 million people on their payroll. I don't think so. No. Nigeria is about 200 million people. The people who have the money are the businessmen, traders. They are where the money is. If you go into the ministry, unless you're stealing, you cannot make money. But if you leave a level paying grant for everybody to survive, I'm telling you, this animosity will not come. But one thing I want to say, I love Yoruba people a lot. I love them. I live in a Yoruba man's house. Very nice man. I've not had any issue with him. And a lot of people where I live, they are nice people. The corruption of this mind is that the politicians have made it look as if the Igbos and the Yorubas have problems. But unfortunately, it's working because of the illiterates among them. These are the people that are doing this. But what I would say to this, my Igbo people should always start thinking home, like you advised.
There's nothing bad in that. Okay. Be the new Jew. It may take you a journey of 10, 20, 50 years. Start now. So that you can look back and say, oh, thank God we did. Because the future, your future in Nigeria, no matter how much you bend and bend and bend, they will still say, we can't trust you. They say it openly. It is the fact. Finally. Yes, sir. Finally, I will say this to my Igbo people. You see, you don't just get intimidated. If not for the fact that Lagos was people, you don't see a lot of Igbo people in Ekiti State like that, like you saw in Lagos. You don't see a lot of people in Igbos in Osun State. Yes. Like you have in Lagos was the former capital of Nigeria. And that was the attraction, the seaport, everything. I'm telling you, that you see, the Nigerian system was programmed to make sure they subjugate the Igbos. Absolutely. And my problem is our neighbors. My problem is our neighbors that don't know that they are the target. You said Igbo man is your problem, the oil. Somebody that you speak in the same language with. You say with an Igbo man, they want the oil. An Hausa man will tell you a Fulani man from Niger is his brother. A Fulani man from this thing is his brother. A Fulani man from anywhere. They are just Fulani that is his brother. They can make somebody from Niger a president of Nigeria because he's a Fulani man. But the same people will come to your village, come to in the eastern part of the country, and tell you, man, Igbos are not your brothers, though. They are not your brothers. Rivers man, Ikwere man, like Wike, you're not Igbo, I'm not Igbo. And they are happy. Meanwhile, the people who are telling you this, you don't have an oil block. They are taking the oil block from their place to this place. How foolish are we? How did these Fulanis manage to do this? Great. They have divided this division now. Ben, thank you so much. Let me take another call. Please. Yes, I do appreciate this. And Magodo, you mentioned, right? I've got one of my very good uncles house there that I helped him build when I was in Nigeria, right? But yeah, really? So one of these days we could probably be neighbors. That's why we don't want them to poison the heart of our people to the point that they turn them to killers. That will be pointing at their neighbors and say, see, Ben, that's Ben. Ben lives in the house with his wife and his children. Now, let us go there. Go there. Igbo man is living there. Go and kill him. Before we get to that, can we please sit down and have a conversation about whether we still want to be Nigeria or not? Ben.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. This is my first time anyway. I'm so lucky to have got you today. Thank you.
From you too, Baba. Nice one, eh? Thank you. So I have another person on the line here. Hello. Hello there.
Hello, my Baba.
Hey, you know Baba.
How you doing, Baba? How madam and my children?
Yeah, very, very well.
How you okay?
Yeah, Baba.
Baba.
Okay, yeah.
We thank God for the Father. I beg before I start the talk, I beg, Baba, they try the rest. Because when I do
I'm
work
going
today,
to try. I may take a break tomorrow. Yeah, I may take a break tomorrow, but a lot of people won't really be happy that you made me say that.
I know.
But yeah.
See, like we are not to say me, like we know your movement and your waka, your stress, what you pass through, the family through, the school runs, the little
Then I have to quickly run back as well, run back to quickly and make put this together and make it as perfect so that you don't come here and feel like, why did I just go and waste my time on that guy's page? So you get like, you will still come here and you'll be like, oh, wow, Mayegun, thank you. And I'm like, well, thank God I delivered. Now I can go back to my life again. So I get that, Baba. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Baba. You see all these things when they talk, we don't tell them things. Nothing I broke in here, they use talk. Make
Baba
all
fire.
of us
Everybody go hear
because
you.
now we sabi be that. You don't talk these things. You understand me? Firstly, I don't know how evil we have to quantify this Nigerian politician.
Baba.
And you see all their games. You understand me, Baba? I tell people, if I meet anybody for this London where are they, my Igbo brothers, my Yoruba brothers, other tribes, you understand me? Who will they talk about Nigerian politics? I just tell them to come. Devil, I don't know devil, but devil, they fear Nigerian politicians. Baba, believe me, devil, if devil hear any Nigerian politician, either woman or man,